So the BMW R1300 GS is one of our best of 2024. Joining me today to accept the award is Mr. Shardendu Chaturvedi, Director and Head BMW Motorrad India. Shardendu, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you for joining us. So the GS it's one of the most recognizable bikes in the world. Has it become equally recognizable in India as well?
Dhruv, see, the BMW GS is often referred to as the king of adventure bikes. It's a global icon, and it's also become a top choice of India's adventure bike scene as well. Now, the 310 GS actually made the GS family more accessible, and also it sparked the increasing acceptance and popularity of the GS, the adventure bike among the Indian riders. GS ownership actually offers a blend of rugged performance, mighty presence, and also status appeal, and therefore it's one of the most sought after bikes, not just globally but also in India now.
So the 1300 GS with this generation especially has got a thorough makeover. It's become a lot sportier than it used to be. Do you have any folks who miss the slightly less sporty feel of the previous generations?
I would say the new 1300 GS is the fresh, sporty feel of the GS. It's lighter, it's sleeker, it's better performance, also more nimble when it comes to riding. So it's appealing to all our adventure rider customers. It is seen as an evolution of the typical GS riding experience as well. So in short, it's a bold evolution that is appealing not just to the classic adventure riders, but also to the modern GS riding community as well.
So at the EICMA Motor Show recently, the F450 GS was unveiled. I mean, it's a concept at this stage, but how quickly can we see it in India?
It's quite heartening and thrilling for us to see that the 450 GS concept, which was showcased at EICMA 2024 in Milan, has generated a lot of excitement, a lot of positive response, not just from enthusiasts, but also the media as well. So it's quite exciting. However, as you rightly pointed out, it's just in the concept phase.
Any chance of it being made in partnership with TVS in India?
As we said, as we mentioned, or I mentioned, that it's a concept at this stage. Too early to say. Having said that, current focus is on making sure that we have bespoke riding experiences for our current products, for our current customers and potential customers. So stay tuned and we'll come back to you with more information on the 450 GS in the future as well.
So give us a rundown of your current lineup popularity-wise.
So of course, GS family is the most popular one. So across the 310 GS, 1300 GS, now the 900 GS, GSA, these are the most popular ones. Of course, also the S1000RR, that's the most successful litter class bike in the Indian market. Of course, it's got a huge fan following among the superbike fans and the racetrack enthusiasts. It's because of high performance edge. Apart from that, we offer products across categories. So we also have the 1250 RT, for example, appealing to people who are into touring. We have the R18, which attracts people who look at heritage and classic. We have the new R12, R1290, for example, and also now the EVs as well.
So speaking of the EVs, the C02 and C04 have been recently introduced. They're really unique looking and quite impressive visually. So who are they targeted towards, and like who's the intended customer for them? What is the use case?
Absolutely. So BMW Motorrad happened to be the first premium manufacturer to bring in the EVs, and in all categories, in both the categories, the core bikes and the smart CC as we call it. So we have the C02 and C04. They have received a very warm welcome in the Indian market, which is exciting for us to see. It has generated interest of the urban and the eco-conscious riders looking forward to an innovative concept, or say concepts, so to say. The target audience includes young professionals, existing BMW and other premium car manufacturers, bike customers, and also people who are drawn to innovative design, sustainable mobility alternatives as well.
So 18 is a key figure this year because it's our 18th anniversary, and you've been with BMW for a full 18 years.
18 years.
So you've seen the evolution of this entire market, the luxury space, both on the car side as well as the bike front. You've seen the aspiration of customers change and evolve over almost 2 decades. How has this market changed, and what is the customer today looking for?
See, I mean, as far as the premium segment is concerned, be it cars or be it motorbikes, I think we have seen a strong growth in the past 2 decades. Yeah, coming from a very low base. Now we're talking about 50,000 plus units in this segment. As far as cars are concerned, and motorcycles would also in the 300cc and above would have over 100,000 units happening this year. So we have come a long way as far as product offering is concerned. The consumer expectations are changing as well. A lot of young people now, young enthusiasts coming into, especially I'm talking about motorbiking.
Yeah.
So it's exciting. It's an exciting space, and I firmly believe as a brand we see it growing even more in the future as well. So we're looking forward to it.
So what does the BMW badge stand for in India? What does it mean to people?
BMW has always stood for joy. So as far as cars are concerned, it's for sheer driving pleasure. As far as Motorrad is concerned, we want to make sure it brings a smile to every rider who sits on the saddle of our motorbikes, and that's clearly the vision and the motto that we want to have.
So Motorrad in India, for lack of a better phrase, has been sort of slow and steady. What is the way forward, and what is the ambition for the brand in India?
So BMW Motorrad, we have continuously grown since our inception in 2017-18. We have continuously grown from around less than roughly 250 units. Now we are close to 9,000 units, inching towards the 10,000 unit mark. We have grown a lot in these years, and of course the future is about growing. Having said that, it's important for us to have a sustainable growth for the brand, for our dealer partners, and that would also be our focus going forward as well.
And the journey with TVS so far in terms of manufacturing in India, what are the learnings that you can take away now with that having been in progress now for a few years?
See, TVS cooperation for BMW Motorrad globally has been a great success. I mean, we offer the Smart CC bikes, which are manufactured the 310 family coming in from TVS. We have grown the volume across the globe, also in the Indian market. I think making local for global has worked for us. And of course, that's also something we're looking forward to in the future also.
And going into 2025, there seem to be some economic headwinds at the moment. What do you foresee for the next few months?
So, I mean, in 2024, we have been very steady when it comes to our volume and growth, and we see it very similar in the coming year as well. We did 9 launches this year as far as products are concerned to bring every single product to our consumers in India. And 2025, from our approach point of view, would be very, very similar.
Well, thank you very much, and keep giving us exciting bikes to ride and cars to drive.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.